Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So our next video is from Red State of Mind, and it says, did AS Sharpton just get destroyed by Vivek Ramaswamy? Wow, I chose Vivek Ramaswamy and what he can do. Let's check it out.
Have you taken any time to reflect upon the possibility that comparing your political rivals to murderous terrorists might put their lives in danger at a time when hate crimes are on the rise? Or do you just don't care?
So Reverend Sharpton, I don't look at the world through political parties. Frankly, it's good to see it's been 20 years since we last spoke. And part of the reason that I came to that event 20 years ago with you is that you were a political outsider just like I am in my own party. But let me talk about the issue you're actually asking about, which is that, you know what's toxic about that old worldview of organizations like the KKK, which have been a god-awful stain on our national history, is that they say that your skin color determines what you're allowed to say, what you're allowed to think. To say you have to shut up, sit down, and do as you're told because you're black or brown skin.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, when does the race baiting stop with this fake activist? That's Reverend Al Sharpton on his MSNBC program attempting to criticize Vivek Ramaswamy. However, Vivek wasn't going to tolerate it, and this is how it all played out.
Own companies, DEI, diversity. I would hope we can agree that historically many communities of color have not enjoyed the same socio-economic benefits as white Americans, and many of those disparities persist to this day. What specifically would you do as president to address that problem, keeping in mind your own company got diversity business?
Yeah, so I want to be very clear about that. After I stepped down as CEO, precisely to speak my mind freely, the company that I founded went the direction of most companies in corporate America. And I disagree with that decision. But you're asking a more important question about what are we going to do to ensure equality of opportunity in this country. You're right. We have been an imperfect nation. I've always said it. But we aspire towards perfection. How do we go that next step? I want to make sure kids aren't trapped in the ghetto of a zip code that they have.
Guys, I don't really understand. Did AS Sharpton just say hate crimes are on the rise? Like, I don't understand. Does it mean that black on Asia crimes and black on black crimes? Like, I don't understand.
Who will wax eloquent about systemic racism are also the ones who are opposed to educational mobility. That's why I've said shut down the U.S. Department of Education. Use that $80 billion. Put it in the hands of parents so they can actually send their kids to that best possible school they can. That's the actual civil rights issue of our
people in YouTube land. I seem to find Vivek's proposal of putting money directly into the hands of parents quite reasonable, especially in today's times where these Democrat public schools are crime-ridden with more twerking and fighting and less learning. But here comes Reverend Al Sharpton on the attack about conspiracies.
Fronted.
Let me ask you one last question. We're out of time.
And that's how we unite this
country.
country.
One thing we have in common with Trump is you've been criticized for trafficking in conspiracy theories. So here goes, do you believe, let me ask you this, because you and Trump have both been accused of trafficking conspiracy theories. Do you believe Barack Obama was born in the United States, and do you think it was appropriate for Trump to suggest to otherwise, even as evidence mounted, that the claim was a lie?
I think I have every reason to believe Obama was born in the U.S., and I have never brought up that issue, and I have no idea why we're actually discussing that. But what I have talked about is, for example, Saudi Arabia was absolutely involved in 9/11, despite the fact that our government refused to acknowledge it. That COVID-19 did originate in a lab in China, despite the fact that our government called that a conspiracy theory. That we still haven't seen the transgender shooter manifesto out of Nashville. So those aren't conspiracy theories. Those are conspiracy realities.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, I can't stand that fake reverend who keeps trying to make everyone else look racist. It's disgusting. disgusting. Sharpton is like the worst kind of racist. He's always causing trouble, just adding more fuel to the fire. It makes me sick to see him call the Reverend. It's like calling Lizzo a fitness model. And to notice that he never shows up when black kids are being killed by gang members. He's just a sneaky troublemaker in disguise. This conversation was disgusting, and Ramaswamy clearly won the debate. He answered all of Al Sharpton's questions very well, all while making his point clearly, which I found convincing. It's worth noting that Ramaswamy is now supporting Donald Trump, which is a great decision. It's time to drain the swamp.
Like the fake activist Sharpton is not capable of effectively debating Vivek Ramaswamy. It's so obvious that Sharpton needs to rethink his talking points. Like seriously, but I love the way Vivek answered all of AI Sharpton's words bit by bit, word for word, with facts and opinion. Like Vivek Ramaswamy, I just love it. But AI Sharpton, like, but I don't know, is AI Sharpton really a reverend? Like, is he really a man of God? Like, because there's Reverend AI Sharpton. I don't, is he really a reverend, as in a man of God? Someone that cannot even stand for his people, someone that cannot protect his people, and he goes about faking things, saying a lot of rubbish. Oh God. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like, watch, and subscribe to my channel, and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.